A very powerful feature in Power Query is the ability to unpivot and pivot information. So for example, I've brought in this data, sales by region, and I may want to click on 2020, hold the shift key and click on 2022. So I've effectively selected 3 columns. And then if I head to the Transform tab, I have a button here to unpivot those columns. And so if I click this unpivot columns, instead of having years as columns, I'll actually have those years as rows. I can then click on Attribute, press F2 and name that year. Click on Value, press F2 and name that Sales. So I've unpivoted a pivot table that was brought into Power Query. But what if I want to do the opposite? What if I do want to create a pivoted table? Then the whole idea is I could click on the year column and I could actually hit the pivot column button on the Transform tab in the ribbon. If I click on the pivot column, here it wants to know what to use as the values column. And so I'm going to use sales as my values. And when I click OK, I've effectively got my years as columns, my regions as rows, and my values have been summed, my sales. So you can unpivot and you can pivot. I can turn around and simply delete that step if I want to undo that. I'd like to apply this, so go home, hit my close and apply, and I'll apply it to my Power BI file.